Hey guys, Average Hobbyist here. And about a week and a half ago, my steering servo went out like they do on occasion. So it's time for an upgrade. Came in with a MofoRC ServoBeast servo. It's an aluminum servo, brushless motor. Here's some stats on the back. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'll put the link in the description below. It's about $65. Also came with an aluminum mount here. I won't be using that because I already have a brass mount that I've gotten from Mofo in the past. And you usually get some of these little stickers when you order. This is one of the funner parts, I think, of RCing, is upgrading stuff as they break. This servo I actually borrowed from another RC just so I could keep running this one. We're going to go ahead and take this out today. Swap it out for the new and improved one, which is actually stronger. What's in there now is one of the older Mofo Black Label servos. And I think he's got a newer aluminum one that he sells now. These were plastic housings. Still great servos. In my opinion, way better than the stock. I run the Lizard Pro, so I can go to I can get it up to the 7.4 volts, I think. I'll have to double check the app. Might have been 6. We can check that here in a second. I'll just leave that screw on. And take off the Phillips that's holding on to the servo. Found that. Pull this out. Don't worry, the battery is unplugged. Let's unplug the steering servo. I use a Spectrum receiver because I run a Spectrum DX5 Pro. Cut this wire tie that I put on here for wire management. Should be able to pull this right out now. Pop off the pull the wire through the opening I have for this 3D printed magnetic mount. So this servo's still good. It'll go back on one of my other RCs. Let's pop out this MofoRC ServoBeast. Let's take a look at it. Alright, so they're packaged pretty well. It does come with a servo horn, a few other little plastic servo horns for different applications. If I can, I'll just go ahead and use the one that I have on there. This one is black. If it's metal, I'll go ahead and use it. I'm not sure. It looks like it is plastic. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with the aluminum one that I have on there. For now, it does say Mofo on it. You can see that. I'll save that for later on maybe. Got some other little screws and stuff. Let's take out the servo. I like that they've rounded off these mounts on either side just to help with clearance with the chassis or whatever else. They look pretty cool. Got this wire tie. The cabling looks shiny, so that's different. I'm going to route this through this opening here between my electronics plate and my magnetic body mounts. So it doesn't look like I'll have any clearance issues. Alright, so I ran into a little bit of an issue getting those to line up a little bit. Just the bolt on either side to put the servo on. What I ended up doing is loosening these two bolts on either side of this Mofo mount. Loosen those, and then I put those in and then retighten the two on either side on the bottom. Everything worked fine then. So now I just put everything back together. I just need to mount the servo tray back onto the drive shaft, axle, and all that whole assembly. Alright, just tighten these two to mount the servo tray back on the axle. Just plugged in the servo there. Looks like the white wire goes up on my receiver. Alright. Servo's running. Go ahead and try to put this on centered there as much as possible with the teeth and everything. Alright, so another issue. Not really an issue, but I could not use the metal aluminum servo horn that I had on there from the old servo. The tooth count is different, so I did have to mount this plastic one that came with the servo. Alright, last screw. The original servo horn, they made a change which I like. The original one from Mofo, the black label, had a screw head, Phillips head screw on it. The new one does have hex 1.5. So that's a great improvement. We like that. Let's go ahead and install that. Much less likely to strip out that with the hex head bolt on there. Looks like the splines were actually longer on this new servo as well. Some more contact area. That's fast, we like that. Strong. Probably push against my finger. Yeah. We like that. Now that the install is finished, do not forget to reset your endpoints on your transmitter, your radio. I'm going to go ahead and tidy up these wires. I'll probably go do a run with it as well. Alright guys, the weather's been terrible outside, so we're going to crawl inside. This course I built end of last year. It's just insulation spray foam and cardboard that I put together. Works pretty good for these small 124s, 118s. Let's put some weight on that front steering servo there and see how it does. I did look in my settings. I do have the controller set to 6.4 volts. That's as high as this one can go. It's the Lizard Pro. I believe the Lizard Ultimate you can get from Fury Tech can go to 8.4. So this servo can actually do better than what I can get out of it here. I don't run with a lot of flex, like a lot of people do. I like to be able to go up very steep and go down very steep without the body flying off. But that's what's great about this hobby, that you can run however you like. Competition builds are way different than scale builds. This one's kind of in betweenish. I really enjoy this one, how I have it set up currently. I do have all the lights on a switch on my controller. I can turn them on and off. You don't always want lights on. They do drain the batteries, but they also look cool. So far, I'm really liking this new servo. It seems strong. I don't have any issues with it. Not turning when I want it to turn. Even with these rigs that are over 500 grams. I don't know if you can tell this on video, but this is a very steep hill downhill. But even this steep, I can turn it with no issue. I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm not going to bore you guys with just a ton of running footage. Please let me know in the comments, like and subscribe if you like what you see. See you next time.